Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how food is made in a Hyderabadi dawat. What you're seeing right now is how naan is made. This is called rumali roti. This is a very thin bread made out of maida, which is all-purpose flour, and then it's roasted like this. How cool is it? I have never seen anything made in such a way, so this was very fascinating to me. I hope you're going to follow along because I'm going to show you a recipe of a dessert. So let's dive into the recipe. Follow along because I'm going to show you exactly how it's made in the shadi or dawat. It's called Chukhandar ka halwa or beetroot halwa. Before we begin, let me warn you, the serving size here is for about 100 people. So unless you're cooking for a shadi, you're not going to need this much halwa. So let's begin by adding oil and desi ghee. Desi ghee is a must because it gives it an earthy flavor. So here we have a very basic setup, which is logs of wood and coal. You need to keep fanning it in such a way to keep the fire going. I find this very cool because we don't really get to see much of this here in the United States. After going through all the hard work and manual labor of finely shredding the beetroots, here comes the hard part, which requires a lot of patience. So the next step requires continuous roasting of these beetroots. You need to keep roasting it until they get very tender. The large container that's being used here is ideal because it's more than enough space for the beetroots to cook evenly, which fastens the process. So now that our beetroots have softened a little, you can also tell by the change in the color. The beetroots have darkened. So once you reach that point, you can add in your frozen milk. So once the milk has reduced, you can add in sugar as per your liking. We're also going to add in condensed milk later, so be mindful of that. Before moving on to the next step, the milk needs to completely reduce and the sugar needs to caramelize. So we're almost nearing the point where we're almost done with the halwa. We have 2 more steps and then we are ready to enjoy. So now you see that our milk has completely reduced and the sugar is caramelized, and this looks like a beautiful, beautiful texture of a halwa. We are ready to move on to the next step. Our next step is to add in the mava or khoya. Khoya or mava is made from milk by boiling it until it becomes a thick paste. It is not the same as condensed milk. This is more like a paste with lots of soft granules. So our halwa is almost coming together. Here they're adding a little water to avoid it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. Now for the final step, we're going to add milkmaid or condensed milk. You can add it according to the liking of your sweetness and give it a stir and you're ready to enjoy the halwa. I hope you enjoyed following along with me and got to experience true Hyderabadi cooking. Please follow me for more and continue to support me by liking, subscribing and sharing my channel. And thank you and see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.